Hello and welcome to the 2017 NACBA Pre-Nationals Tournament Selection Show. This year's tournament welcomes 44 teams and will feature 7 divisions of play: Men's Open, Men's Friendship, Boys 18U, 15U, 13U, 11U, and Women's. With so many teams and divisions, and this only a one-day tournament, we did our best to schedule games as evenly as possible. Some divisions will begin in the morning, 8 a.m., and end by 4 to 5 p.m., while other divisions will start in the afternoon and end at 9 p.m. As we are about to start, there will be some divisions that have already been selected. There will also be some divisions that already have teams placed in groups. For example, we try to accommodate teams that are traveling the furthest, like Toronto and Boston, or for organizations with 2 or more teams in the same division, or to avoid having teams that always play each other at local tournaments. By now, you should have downloaded a copy of the teams division list on AsianHoops.com so that you can fill in the selections. We will make our selections in alphabetical order. Let's begin with the boys 11U. This division has 4 teams. Team Husay, H-U-S-A-Y, will be A1. Now I'll select for Lunar NYC. A2. Next, the New York Junior Rockets. A3. And the final selection will be the New York Titans, and they will be A4. Next up, the boys 13U division has 5 teams. With the New York Titans having 2 teams in this division, we pre-selected the New York Titans Red as D1. We will now begin selecting for the other teams. New York Titans Gold will be C1. Husay B2. Lunar NYC C2. And the final selection will be the Junior Rockets, and they will be B1. The boys 15U has 9 teams in the division. 1 team has been pre-selected. That's the Boston Knights, as they are traveling the furthest. I will now select for the 2 New York Titan teams, as they cannot draw under the same group. We will now begin this process. New York Titans Gold, G3. New York Titans Red, F1. BSANY will be F2. The Golden Hurricane Cruisers, E2. The ISS Flights, G2. Husay, F3. The New York Chinatown Life Rockets will be G1. And the final selection, the Philly Suns, they will be E1. The boys 18U has 7 teams in the division. No pre-selections for this division. We will now begin our selections. The AAYC Sharks will be S1. Husei will be U2. KSANY will be T2. The Golden Hurricane Cruisers will be S3. The New York Titans will be T1. The New York Young Life Rockets will be S2. And the final selection, the Philly Suns will be U1. In the women's division, we have 5 teams. No pre-selections for this division. We will now begin our selections. For Lunar NYC, N2. For the New York Lady Rockets, M1. For the New York City Sabres, N is in Nancy 1. For the Philadelphia Lady Suns, M2. And the final selection for the Washington CYC China Dolls, O1. Next is the men's friendship division. 9 teams. 1 team has been pre-selected, the Boston Knights, as they are traveling the furthest. I will now select for the remaining teams. The Philadelphia Suns, with the captain Wayne, K2. The Philadelphia Suns U, J2. Lunar NYC, L2. The New Jersey Knights, K3. The New York Falcons, L3. The New York Rockets alumni, K1. The New York Titans, J1. And the final selection is the Young Gunners, and that's L1. Our top-rated division is the Men's Open, which has 5 teams. The teams pre-selected are as follows. R1 is the Toronto Dragons, as they were the 2016 champions. P2 is Phila Co. And Q2 is Team DC, as these teams compete against each other regularly. I will now select for the remaining teams. CBC Maryland will be Q1. And the final selection, P1, will be the Toronto Huskies. The individual division schedules will be posted on Asian Hoops later this evening after 7 p.m. Games will begin promptly at 8 a.m. The gym opens at 7:30 a.m. I am certain that we will see lots of exciting basketball and many shining moments on February 25th at Competitive Edge Sports. Good luck to all of you. If you have any questions before, during, or after the tournament, please look for me or Harry of the Philadelphia Suns. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next week.